What's up, guys? PokePacksNPlays here, and today you guys might be wondering why I've been gone for so long. I just had a couple of technical issues I had to deal with, and also a couple medical issues that I'm getting resolved now. But I wanted to remake this Sableye video because there's like a buzzing noise in the one I made about a month ago, and also I think I have a better list right now. So let's just take a look at this deck. You guys have seen the fundamentals of it, but let's revisit it. So the main concept is to use Sableye's junk hunt attack to get 2 items out of the discard pile and to pretty much slow your opponent down with cards like Headringer that make their attacks 1 energy more, Life 2, which makes them prevents them from taking prizes, and mainly Crushing Hammer, which if you flip a coin and get heads, you discard an energy, and Enhanced Hammer, an automatic special energy. And you pretty much want to just keep getting them back. Once they kill you, you take your life 2 back, you use it, and this makes them have to take like 8, 9 prizes, 10 prizes before they win, and hopefully that gives you enough time to deck them out. You also use cards like Team Aqua's base to make their retreat cost more, to make it more difficult for them to win and take all their prizes. You also use Garbodor to, if you have a tool card on it, they have no abilities, which is very, very strong as well. This makes it so that you can stop them from using like Russian, for example, and a lot of things in like Darkrai's ability, things like that, things that make it easier for them to win the game. We're not going to let them do that. We're going to prevent everything we can, and that's really, really strong. We played 2 Bunnelby just to rotiller some cards back in your deck. Sometimes you don't have enough Aqua's base, you want to keep those back in your deck. But another cool thing you can do is burrow, get rid of their cards. Sometimes like you feel they're not really progressing in this game, and like they're not really dropping energies or anything, and so you just want to go aggressive and start burrowing, getting rid of all their resources so they can't really do anything. You play 4 VS Seeker to get your supporters, and I'll look over the supporter line right now. 4 Team Flareground. While this is extremely heavy, you want to get rid of their energies no matter what, and Team Flareground is a very, very great card in this deck. You play 2 Xerosic, so under item lock you can get rid of their tools, their energy, things like that. Very, very strong as well, and you can get their energy on the bench. Yeah. You play 4 Sycamore. You have no problems about yourself decking out with all the Bunnelbys, and you want to be aggressive in what you want to get. And also, to make sure you never deck out, you have Super Rod, which you can just junk on back. In worst case scenario, you have Bunnelby to get things back as well. You also play 2N, shuffling your hand into your deck, getting cards, and you're always going to get 6 cards, and they're going to be limited resources, so that's very, very strong as well. One Aqua Ace Trainer, also very, very strong. They're always going to get 3 cards, and you're going to get 6 cards after they take a 1 prize, so that's great. 1 Tool Scrapper, so you can get rid of 2 of their tools, attach a Headringer, make sure to get rid of their float stones, things like that. Very, very strong. 2 Lysanders for stalling. With the Aqua's base, the Headringer, they can't really, it's hard for them to retreat, and that's really powerful as well. Another card we play is 2 Trick Shovel. I actually think you only need 1 in this deck. But 2 has tested well as well. Because sometimes you don't really want to use Bunnelby. You want to keep Sableye active, but you can bring back those Trick Shovels, put them in your hand, and start milling them out. And then you still have the options of getting Crushing Hammers back with Sableye. Also, another cool thing you could do is you can get these back in your hand, not use them for like 4 turns or 5 turns. Your opponent will probably forget that you even have them. And then 1 turn you retreat into Bunnelby, you burrow twice, and you play your 2 Trick Shovels, and that's 4 cards gone, and that can be the difference between winning a game and not. But yeah, I only think you want 1 at least in your deck, but you could probably cut something else for another Headringer, maybe another supporter, maybe another Bunnelby or something like that, or another energy. I think you only need 1 Trick Shovel in this deck, and you guys can play around with another card. But for now, I think 2 Trick Shovel is pretty solid. I think maybe you can put like a catcher in here. Play 4 Ultra Ball, and that pretty much wraps for the deck. You also play 7 energy. But yeah, I want to have like a short overview because we already looked at this deck. But it's very, very strong. It's been doing well in cities, and I think this is like one of the top decks in the format. In a best of one format, it's not super strong, but I think that it could be doing very, very well potentially later. So let's just take a game, play a game with it. It's one of the decks I enjoy the most playing, and it's pretty good. It's solid. It beats most things, but if you have a bad start, uh, you can get screwed over in a best of one. But as long as you play optimally, you should be doing well. Um, I'm not sure what this means. Alright, so they're gonna flip, and we're gonna go second most likely. Which I mean isn't bad because you can still like junk on first turn, but it does suck in a sense that you can't actually I'm not sure who I want to start here because I have a pretty dead hand. So I think I'm gonna actually start Bunny because I don't want if I have a dead hand, these two cards aren't really gonna do much. So milling them out will be very, very strong. Another thing you can do with Trick Shovel actually is using it to discard one of your own cards. So if you draw dead, you can if you're drawing dead, you can see what you're getting next, have a better chance of drawing a supporter, which will get you out of that. So we actually get to draw an extra card, and I'll say yes, of course. Um, Nothing really good when they start Muse. This might be Night March deck, most likely Team Pokemon Fan Club. So I may be wrong because not a card normally used in that deck. And Yveltal and Hoopa, maybe a fairy build or something. I'm not sure. Um, but yeah, this is pretty interesting. We'll just have to see what is happening right now. So So it's a Mega Mewtwo deck. All right. So a Mega Mewtwo deck with Yveltal and a Mew. All right. Interesting. Interesting. So we're just gonna have to. The strategy here seems like it's gonna be just getting rid of their energy, not really letting them do much. And I'm just gonna throw a. Actually, I think I'm gonna hold both items in my hand until they get something actually better. Because I don't. Actually, yeah, no, I think it's worth throwing a life dew on there. And I'm just gonna double roll, get rid of their valuable resources most likely, and hopefully. So teammates is kind of useless in this matchup because I'm never gonna knock them out in escape rope. That could be kind of clutch, but I'm not seeing that helping very much. Hopefully we draw a supporter shortly, or else we're in kind of trouble. Yeah, this is kind of bad for us. But now actually, fortunately, I can ace trainer, and because of the life dew, they're not gonna take a prize, so that's good. So I'm actually gonna oh, okay, we top deck Sycamore. I should be able to play ace trainer. Oh no, because I have life dew, right, I forgot about that. So I'm gonna play a Floatstone on Bunnelby and actually Sycamore. Let me read it. Oh, okay, more. Okay, the way it's written is kind of interesting. I'm probably gonna. No, I don't really need Garbodor in this matchup actually. So I'm gonna discard these two, and I don't really need much. So I'm just gonna look at what I have. Drop the Sableye, and play Shaman for 5. Hopefully, getting something to discard their energy. No, nothing. But we have a Trick Shovel. We actually whiffed the energy, which is kind of devastating, to be honest. I'm gonna pass the turn off. Not a very, very good start for the Sableye deck. um, but we'll have to see what happens during the rest of the match. I forgot to mention, but today's actually my birthday, which is very exciting. I turned 14 today. So, yeah, I'm at around 100 points at 250. So if I keep competing and doing well, I will get my invite. So they take their first prize. I'll put the Bunnelby up because it has a float zone on it. And Crushing Hammer is the first thing I'll do. Get rid of their DCE. Do I have a Lysander in here? I do. Alright, so I'll Aqua's base, VS Seeker, grab a Lysander, put Hoopa up, force him to have something, and then I'll actually head ringer him as well. I could have done that to Yveltal maybe, might have been good, but this way, I don't know, it's gonna need a lot of energy to retreat. Or a switch, but he's already burned a switch. So, and an escape rope. So I doubt he has very many more switching cards. Yeah, so he's gonna have to commit 4 energy, or 3 energy in switching the stadium. And he's gonna Mega Evolve this turn. So, I'm gonna... Well, I could grab a Shaman now and draw 6 cards, but I don't think we need to do that, honestly. We're in a pretty decent spot, so I'll just grab these 3. Throw them back into the deck, and then Sycamore. And start milling him out. So we got a Crushing Hammer. We actually whip the energy, which is kind of bad. So Ultra Ball, discarding these 2. No, I wanted the end because to lower his hand size down and grab a Shaman. Hopefully drawing some more cards. Oh, no, guarantee drawing. Hopefully drawing some good cards. We whip the energy or anything good. But I mean, he has to get rid of this somehow. So if he has a DCE and a counter stadium, then he can retreat. But no, he doesn't. So I can just Flag on him, to be honest. And that should suffice for a little while. I mean, how many energy does he have gone? Just 1. But anyways, that should be fine. So I draw. Oh, I get the energy. I'll put that on to Sableye. Team Flagrant. Retreat into Sableye. Junk Hunt. Grabbing this and this because I get the life 2 back. So that's really good for me. So I can prevent them from taking more prizes, which is really one of the goals in this deck. The Aspect Trainer is so strong if you can reuse it continuously. So he's gonna attach a tool, Mega Evolve into Mega Mewtwo, and I'm gonna see if I can. I'm not sure which energies I want to discard. I could discard the one in the active for preventing him to retreat, or the one on here. I think I'm just gonna do the one on his bench, and then Flare Grunt him, and then get back these hammers. Alright, so that's fine. Flare Grunt, Life 2, prevent him from taking a prize, Junk Hunt. 2 hammers back. And this is really strong because it prevents him from really accelerating his energy. And as you guys can see, the Headringer, the Aqua's base, the 4 retreat cost is really making it hard for him to get rid of this. And actually, I thought Hoopa only had a 3 retreat cost, but it has a 2 retreat cost. So he's gonna actually Lysander me. That's fine. If I can find a Float Zone, I should be in good hands. So I'll Crushing Hammer. Miss both. That's fine as well. Tool Scrapper. No, I don't need to Tool Scrapper right now. I'll just end. Get more cards back in my deck. Hope to find a Float Zone soon, and if not, I can actually just retreat. So I'll Crushing Hammer. Get rid of energy, and I can just I'll retreat manually next turn. As long as he doesn't Crushing Hammer or Team Flagrant me, I can retreat manually and then get Super Odd back to make sure I never run out. Oh, he's gonna Team Flagrant me. That's kind of bad for me, but I can live with it. I have enough energy left. Ooh, all right, that's strong as well. Okay, so he's gonna attach a Muscle Band to a Yveltal. I mean, they still have nothing to retreat, and I only have how many Float Zone gone? Just 1, so I should be fine right now. So I'll throw up another energy on here. Zerosic this because I can, and I'll pass. So Yeah, I'm not really sure why he plays Team Flareon in his deck. Kind of peculiar. But he has a lot of energy gone. And is in a pretty weak setup. As long as I can retreat the Shaman and get my resources back, and I can, I don't see a way for him to win this game. So, I don't need this guy return. Actually, I mean, I could, because this puts the energy back into my hand. Or I could retreat and get Super Rod back. Yeah, I'll retreat into Sableye. So, retreat, Junk Hunt, grab my Life Dew, my Super Rod back, and we should be fine now. He has one energy on board, but I can get my Life Dew back, and I'm gonna want to get my Floatstones back in case this scenario happens again. Escape rope. I'll throw up a bunny, and then I'll Lysander him again next turn. So he can knock me out if he wants, but that's fine because it's not gonna be really doing anything. Lysander. Alright. Yeah, I mean, that's still fine. Like I said, he can do that. But I still have the lead, and I should be fine. So drop a Sableye, put the Life Dew on here. He has Seeker, Lysander. And I mean, like, I don't know how many more switch cards he has, but it can't be many. So Lysander that back up. Get some energy back, so I don't run out. And just pass the turn off to him. Or her, I suppose. So, yeah, it's my birthday. So I thought I would provide some more content for you guys. Alright, so he's gonna Professor Letter, get 2 energy. Like I said, not gonna be doing very much. But the Aqua's base is so powerful, just preventing him from really doing anything. I got a Floatstone, I'll throw that onto here. I'll end because it gets more cards into his hand, which means less cards into his deck, which makes it easier to mill him. And do that, and I'll just burrow twice. I don't want to get Lysandered again, so that's very strong. And teammates. So he has 20 cards left in his deck. I have 10. And he's gonna. Alright, so he has 2 energy. So I need to find a way to get rid of one of these energy, or he will be able to retreat. But if he does retreat, I can just Lysander him once again for the 3rd time. So I can't really do anything about it. Kind of unfortunate, but still fine. I'll drop another Sableye down. Burrow twice. And I got rid of like a 4th Lysander, I think. 1, 2, 3 Lysanders. Wow. So, wow, okay, he plays a switch. Which means he plays 4 switching cards in this deck. Which is pretty insane. So, let's see what he can do. Alright, so 4 switching card. This wouldn't happen in a regular game, but on TCGO, like I said, anything can happen. So he managed to retreat through that. And actually it's kind of bad for me. So I'll throw this up. And I can't really Lysander the Hoop anymore because it has 2 energy. So I'll Lysander the other Mega Mewtwo and Junk Hunt. So I can get the cards back to get my energy back. So I'll throw an energy onto here. Junk Hunt. And grab a Life Dew and a Crushing Hammer. I don't really need support right now. I'm in a good enough spot not to be. And even though you don't really want Life Dew, you want to getting rid of those energy, preventing them from taking prizes is very, very clutch. So it seems like probably the best play. So I can discard my energy. Did you discard both my energy? What the heck? Alright, I'll throw this on, get this back, and then Crushing Hammer, Tails, Junk Hunt, this, and I actually want Float Zone back in my hand, so we can't do any Lysandre shenanigans. At this point, it doesn't seem like he has very much, but I only have 7 cards left in my deck, so I'm gonna want to have, I'm gonna want a Super Rod to get back some resources and not deck out. Oh, he gets rid of the Head Ringer. Kind of clutch. And now, alright. So I can easily just Team Flargant this. Crushing Hammer, the other Mega Mewtwo. And Junk Hunt, grabbing Super Rod. Actually, you're gonna just get double Crushing Hammer, I believe. Seems like the best option. So it doesn't look like he has very much left. He has a lot of energy gone, a lot of switching cards gone, and alright, so he has 2 Muscle Mans on here. So I'll get rid of both of those. Discard his energy. Hopefully, yeah, I did that. And I'll Junk Hunt and get back a Head Ringer. And a Trick Shovel at this point, because I don't really need a Crushing Hammer anymore. Let's just see what he does about this. Alright, so Crushing Hammer gets the heads. Let's see how many energy I have in the discard pile. Ooh, 4. It's a bit frightening. Ooh, okay. I kind of regret not getting Super Rod now. But it should be fine as long as I can find another energy to get that Super Rod, which I should have left in my deck. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 energy. So I should have 2 energy left in my deck. Okay, so I'm gonna Ultra Ball these 2 away, see if I have anything left in my deck, and if not, I lose. Alright, so I have 1 energy left in my deck. So I just have to wait until I draw it, because I can't. And if it's my last card, then I lose. Actually, no, if I get a Zerosic, I can Zerosic my life 2 away and get the Super Rod back. So, yeah, I can't lose in this scenario. There's like almost no way to lose. So yeah, I get my energy, Junk Hunt, Super Rod, and I think I'll just grab a VS Secret so I can Team Flargant. So that was really good. Alright, so we should be fine now. We can survive ourselves. And that's the problem with this deck. A lot of the times you'll almost deck yourself out because you have to be so aggressive in discarding your opponent's cards. So if he like throws down a Bunnelby now and switches, and I lose. But like, I mean, like, what options do I have? So he can't attack yet. I have a Head Ringer on him. And he's only taken 4 prizes. So, alright. Super Rod. Get back energy, and maybe a Pokemon. No, I just need energy back. Alright. Oh, and then a VS Seeker. Team Flargant. Get rid of his energy. Then Junk Hunt for VS Seeker, Crushing Hammer. And I'm still a little bit low on cards, so I'll get back Super Rod in a second. Probably actually should have gotten it right there. But I have enough energy to treat anyone. Gonna hold the energy. And he's at 9 cards now, so I'm gonna Junk Hunt, grabbing a and a super rod just to make sure nothing bad happens. Get the chick shovels, and eventually I'll tell you this. I'll show you guys the situation where I can get the 4-card mill to finally finish the game. So as you guys can see, this game is taking a long time, but that's kind of what you have to deal with Sableye Garbodor. Didn't really show off the Garbodor part of the deck, but it's still very, very strong. Alright, so chick shovel, and my opponent's deck. Got the rainbow energy out of here. Junk hunt for both trick shovel if I have them both in here, but I don't. Alright, so I'll just grab like a crushing hammer or something. Yeah, crushing hammer should be fine. So I'll do that. Seems like one trick shovel was prized. That's fine. I'm at 2 cards left in my deck, so I'm going to super odd very soon. And at this point, it doesn't really seem necessary to ooh, getting rid of that was good. It doesn't seem necessary to really do much. I probably can just burrow now, so it seems like that's what I'm gonna do. And so I'll 0-6 this, put the float zone on here, retreat, go into this, and then super odd, grabbing Bunny, Sableye, Bunny, and energy, burrow, double burrow, and I'll burrow again. And now I have immediate pressure on here. So if he passes this turn, then I win. So if he doesn't have an N or something, yeah, then I'd win. So we'll see what happens. Mewtwo Spirit Link, not gonna do anything. And alright, I burrow twice. I'll say GG. And that is the game, because now we can't draw anymore. And that shows you the power of Sableye. It took a while. Definitely took a while. Let's see what he played. Yeah, it took a while, but eventually you're gonna win. And unless you get terrible draws and they get an amazing start, you're gonna keep winning those games. And that's kind of what I want to show off. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.